I think the time is now because again, he's rumored in this offseason to get the max contract. So he doesn't have the money yet. He's a super tradable contract and asset right now.
You do not want to have to pay him superstar money. Yeah. It's the Tobias Harris thing.
Yeah, I think so.
It's like at a certain contract level, he's a fantastic player. But if you have to pay him at the top of the contract scale, it's not it. He's not that guy. And it compromises your ability to make other moves.
Will Lee, friend of the show here, he put up a post about Austin Reaves, right? And was saying how it would behoove the Lakers to trade Austin Reaves now, right? And what happens is you get a lot of he got like a lot of comments on that and what have you. Here's the thing, and this is why I was so down with that. I do value Austin Reaves. I think he's solid. I think he's really good. I do. I think he's really good. I think he's gotten better from last season. But he's a smaller guard playing the 2 guard. He's not a good defender. And you have him next to Luka, who's historically not a good defender. He's gotten a lot of better this year. Nobody has said anything. Nobody said he's a bad defender. Nobody's saying how much good he's gotten. But, whatever. Fuck you. But still pairing him with a guy who's is a bad defender. Like that's I don't think that's a winning. Like they're doing well now, but in the playoffs and the championship, and then you got the guys on the comments with weird comments like, why would you get rid of that pairing? It's 2 white guards and they're making a lot of money for the team. Like, who gives a shit? If you're a Lakers fan, do you want to win or do you want to be this weird? You want to sell tickets because you got 2 white guards?
Do you want to be the Klan's favorite team?
Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah.
I understand it's like whatever, interesting and cool, but you're the Lakers. You're going to get views and people to come to the games. No matter the color of your guards, like, you know what I mean? You're not in fucking Toronto or something. So that's that. I thought that was really weird. You had
they got a lot of dick in Toronto.
He's all in the rotation.
He is all in the rotation.
But yeah. So I think the time is now because again, he's rumored in this offseason to get the max contract. So he doesn't have the money yet. He's a super tradable contract and asset right now. You do it right now.
You sound like Muse.
The right now.
Yeah. It'd be better if we had him do that part. No, to echo what I said in Will's post, like you do not want to have to pay him superstar money. Yeah. It's the Tobias Harris thing.
Yeah, I think so.
It's like at a certain contract level, he's a fantastic player. But if you have to pay him at the top of the contract scale, it's not it. He's not that guy. And it compromises your ability to make other moves.
God damn it, you took the words of mine because I want the Lakers fans to think about this. Once you pay Austin Reaves, that is your team. Like that is your team now. Like even because you got to think about it. I know, and then some Laker fans are like, well, LeBron is going to be leaving, and that opens up. No, they set this up so where they can pay Austin Reaves as LeBron James either retired, because this is LeBron James' last year with the Lakers. The Lakers did not extend him. The Lakers know, like, hey, this is I don't know if this is your last hurrah, but this is our last hurrah with you, especially as a max contract player with the Lakers. So it's like, okay, as he leaves, then we're going to pay Austin. So that is going to be the team. Like, you know what I mean? So
without LeBron
and without LeBron,
that's not much of a team.
It's just not enticing, man. It doesn't sound. It doesn't. That's not going to get it done. Do you see what the fuck OKC and the Spurs and Houston have? And they're relatively young. Like this, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I think that every player has a value, but when you're kind of pushed into paying overvalue for a player, you hurt your franchise.
Yeah.
Even if it's a pretty good basketball player, which certainly Reaves is, but to pay him at superstar money, and that's why I didn't like the trade that was proposed in the Milwaukee thing, because I'm looking, okay, well, LeBron might not play past this year, and so the big asset out of this is Austin Reaves, and if Austin Reaves is my best player on my team, hell, Milwaukee's not winning games with fucking Giannis as their best player. Well, how many games are you going to win with Austin Reaves as your best player?
He better turn into like a Jalen Brunson.
It ain't happening.
Yeah.
You know, it just ain't happening.
I would want to see it for a week or two.
A week or two. All right.
Because I'm not 100%. I guess I'm 98% sure of what that'll look like. But
Yeah.
because guys like that, they'll go to a bad team. You know, you can either like disappear and maybe never return, like Kuzma and Poole did, and maybe you just pass away, or maybe you become like the heavy stats bad team guy.
I think he'd probably become the heavy stats bad team guy.
Okay.
I think he has a good mentality.
Yeah.
I think that he's, pretty tough mentally. I think he'd go and perform to his level. I just don't think that his level is enough to elevate an otherwise poor team.
Yeah. No, I'm with that.
Speaking of mentality, I read this thing the other day that was pretty fascinating, I thought. So several years ago, in England, they took a bunch of professional soccer players, like younger guys, and basically put them through military training, like the equivalent of like special forces training.
Yeah.
And the observers, like, were the military guys that are running the training. They were not given any particular information about who these guys are, or, I mean, knew they're soccer players and not soldiers, but they didn't know like how you would rank these players in their profession of soccer.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. Check this. These were not established pros. They were younger guys on the come up. They were not like, but certainly there would, people would rate these players a certain way.
Okay.
They did purely like the military type training, nothing related with soccer whatsoever. And then at the end, the military overseers of the training ranked the likelihood of success for the players.
Okay.
They were more accurate in who became established pros than the soccer scouts.
Oh, wow.
And the reason is they saw mentality. They saw toughness and grit when something was difficult. They saw the guys that, when they encountered a challenge, they figured a way around it or figured a way through it. And they noticed the guys that backed down, the guys that quit, the guys that didn't have answers.
They should incorporate that.
100%.
You can see those things in athletes as.
And I think I think the funny thing is I think if you go back to like old school training camp and stuff like that, there was a movie about when I think it was Bear Bryant was at I think Texas A&M or one of those schools early in his country. He literally took the team out. He had 100+ guys. Took him out into like a remote area in Texas and just had a brutal training camp in the sun.
Yeah.
And then when he came back, he knew what he had. Like some of those guys quit.
Yeah.
Some of those guys shined. And it wasn't, purely the football. It was just that mentality and toughness and resilience and grit that got you through. But it also mirrors like a thing, and we've talked about this like with raising kids, in that the great thing that you can give a kid is grit, that determination to just keep going. Like if you just make it about rewarding the kid, you're the best, you're the best, you're the best, and they never hit a wall of adversity, then when they do and the stakes are a little bit higher, maybe making your high school team or getting a scholarship or one of those things, they fall apart.
Yeah.
Because they don't have that. And so like that military training exercise, the stuff on the grit and all that. And another one I saw this week was Bryce Young.
Okay.
And somebody was just commenting on Bryce Young, and they're like, this dude was the best player on his high school team. This dude was the best player at Alabama. And he's the top pick in the draft. And so up to that point, he had literally never faced adversity. And then he got into the Panthers and things struggled. He actually got benched. And what did that guy do? Like,
picked himself off the floor.
He picks himself off the mat, and he's playing really good football right now. And like that's one of those guys you just have to respect.
Yeah. Some guys will never come back from that.
Oh, most.
Yeah.
I mean, reality, like, as much as we like, Jameson, whatever, he ain't come back from it.
Yeah.
He's never been the same since, he's morphed into a different person and a different whatever, but he's never been a better quarterback after they got Tom Brady and shit pushed him to the side.
Yeah.
Most of these guys, Carson Wentz,
Oh, yeah.
once their initial, even if they had some level of success, Marcus Mariota's another guy.
Yeah.
And these are guys who are not terrible, but these are guys that I'm specifically saying came in as super high picks,
Yeah.
Heisman winners. That's the level of performance, and they hit adversity.
Basketball,
and
Ben Simmons.
never recovered.
Ben Simmons, perfect,
again.
perfect
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. So, that's that thing. When you look at, whatever the area of basketball, football, soccer, whatever, it's the mentality that's going to define you.